The Spirit Mastery, known for life leech, vitality damage and resistance reduction. Now you probably remember what I'm looking for when I'm thinking about speedrun strats. Reliable damage, which we can barely get with a Spirit Mastery. The most reliable damage source is the Liche King, and you need to be at level 5 to unlock him. Sounds familiar to the Warfare run, right? But we start in Helos. The Shaman blesses us with simple reps of travel with 12% movement speed. Very nice to find them this early. With this run, I was able to reach level 5 before Nessus, and we can summon our first Liche King. Let's call him Liche. He will help us against Nessus. And by that, I mean he will solo kill Nessus, as the battle marker greatly boosts his power. Back in Sparta we get our first Beast Caller's ring. Liche deals elemental and vitality damage, but since many enemies will be immune to vitality damage, I am only looking for the bonus on elemental damage on my jewelry. I'm very happy with the damage output of Liche, although unlike with the 3 wolves, we can only summon 1 spectral companion. In Megara we buy our second Beast Caller ring, again with elemental damage. And just outside Megara we reach level 7, use the Shrine of Mastery and summon a big Liche of level 13. We have enough damage output to kill the Cyclops with relative ease and collect more valuable items, which we will be able to sell at the Master Weaponsmith. After Ambrossos we have our first death of the run. Liche messes with a few too many centaurs under their battle standard and gets knocked out. But we soon get our next level up, and we at least get a Liche of level 12 back up. Just before the Master Weaponsmith we find a Hair Splitter, but more importantly, the Master Weaponsmith has a Beast Caller's rune staff with elemental damage bonus. We need more intelligence to wear it, but this is a great item to find. Before the fight against the Gorgons, we use a portal to get back to a Shrine of Mastery that we have marked earlier, so we can summon a bigger Liche. Liche unfortunately aggroes all 3 Gorgons at the same time, so we cannot kill them one by one, and after killing Uriel, our Liche friend gets killed by Steno and Medusa. No big deal, we can summon another one who finishes the fight with ease. And yes, I should have invested the skill points before summoning him, huge time loss of a few seconds. In the little boxes of the Gorgons we find the last missing piece, Beast Caller's beads with elemental bonus. We continue towards Athens Catacombs, where we do not have any difficulties with Alistor. He is immune to vitality damage, but luckily our Liche deals loads of elemental damage as well. All we have to do is keep the aggro of the smaller skeletons and wait. Then we can continue to Knossos, and at the Knossos Palace we find reps of journeying with 18% movement speed. It does not take long until we meet big old Minotaur Lord again. Liche could probably kill him on his own, but we call upon the help of Blandrew the Blade Trap. Then it is just a matter of time until the Tailkeep goes down. It takes a bit longer than I would have wanted it to take, one of the reasons being that some idiot with the Trapper Spear didn't realize that he could easily equip the Beast Caller staff if he had just invested some of the attribute points into intelligence, which he apparently didn't do, neither in Titan Quest nor in real life. But we still get rewarded with a glowing bangle, which is mostly useless, and a Hermes' sandal. Before the fight against the Scarab in the library of Rakotis, I suddenly realized that equipping the staff is an option. This unfortunately still doesn't make these fights more interesting. Liche does all the work and we collect all the rewards. I will read out some excerpts of my 2020 horoscope regarding career and money in an effort to make the video less boring. Apparently, Venus watches over my financial situation, so I will have to talk to that old hag and ask her what she did with all my money. After killing the ancient Scorpus with Liche and Blandrew, we have enough skill points to unlock the necrosis modifier of the Death Chill aura skill, which will reduce the vitality resistance of enemies. Liche then battles the statues and the Great Sphinx, as we keep in mind that Uranus, the planet of change, is riding with savvy Taurus this year, and we should be open to new opportunities. Thanks, horoscope. We grab the Hand of Balance and continue to Fayum. Neheb guards the Eye of Chaos, but after a short conversation with Liche and Blandrew, he allows us to grab the eye, and we can make old Imhotep happy once again. The Telkine doesn't pose a threat either. Liche deals the damage, we hold the aggro and lower the vitality damage resistance with the necrosis. And since Steady Saturn has been partnered with Capricorn, we should have had a chance to take advantage of what this hard-working duo accomplishes through the end of March 2020. They probably mean COVID-19 with that. On we go to the Sandwraith Lord, who manages to kill poor old Liche. I tried to be clever with the Enslaved Spirit skill, but unfortunately our level is far too low for this skill to ever work. Pro speedrun strats, by the way. But after resummoning our undead friend, we kill the demon and continue to Act 3. I also unlock the Dark Covenant, which will boost our total speed by 10% every now and then, which I somehow forget many times. Pro speedrun strats, by the way. For the fight against the Chimera, we destroy the traps first, then the Chimera can't do anything against Liche and Blandrew. Our horoscope tells us to focus on streamlining procedures and policies. Just wanted to let you know. Just like with the Nature Mastery, we kill the Gargantuan Yeti to boost the health of Liche, which also gets us to level 15. Against the Demon Bull, we summon our last Blandrew, and the combination of him and Liche deals good damage early on. But Blandrew goes down quickly and Liche gets taken out by the tiny Shadowstalkers, so we have to summon another Liche King to finish the fight. The penultimate fight, the fight against the third Telkine. And once again we taunt the summoned minions and let Liche do the fighting. But since Jupiter supposedly spends most of the year paired up with hardworking Capricorn, we have to make our own luck through work and dedication. I respectfully disagree. I would rather ride to success on the back of our undead friend, holding on tight to his collarbones whilst clasping my staff and flashing my jewelry. Take this, horoscopes. Alright, Lower Olympus. And this is where we collect our first death. The Minotaurs hit hard, and with our puny health total of 1170, we are quite squishy. So, back to the main menu to reset the enemies. On top of the Olympus we face big old Typhon, and shortly after activating the battle marker, Liche gets burned to a crisp. So we activate the Shrine of Mastery, resummon Liche and continue fighting. Liche again balances on the tiny line between life and death and hangs on by just a sliver twice. We ultimately kill Typhon and finish the Spirit Run with a time of 1:26:29. The equipment is not special at all, with the exception of the Beastcaller staff. 23% movement speed is average. And just like the Warfare Mastery, the Spirit Mastery's biggest challenge is getting to level 5 quickly. After that, the Liche King can take out most enemies. Sometimes you have to resummon him, but overall the Liche King does a good job. I would rate this an easy run to complete and place it in the lower B tier. Next up, Storm.